Hi, welcome to what's happening. Here are the top 5 stories. At number 1, amidst the ongoing internal crisis in the People's Democratic Party, at least 4 members of the party's National Working Committee have returned about 122.4 million naira to the party. In separate letters, the NWC members said the monies had been paid into the account without their knowledge. The money was said to be part of the over 10 billion naira realized by the party from the nomination fees paid by aspirants. The development came a few days after a media report claimed that members of the PDP NWC were miffed over alleged depletion of the 10 billion naira. However, PDP has debunked the bribery allegation over housing allowances returned by officials of the party. Reacting in a statement signed by the PDP's National Publicity Secretary Debo Ologunaba, the party described the allegation as misleading. PDP also said the housing allowances were duly paid to the beneficiaries, having passed through the party's laid-down processes. At number 2, the Osun State Governor-elect Senator Ademola Adeleke on Thursday floored his contender, Dotun Babayemi, who challenged his emergence as the candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the governorship election which held on July 16th. Babayemi had prayed the apex court to set aside the decisions of the lower courts and declare him as the PDP candidate. The 5-member justices of the apex court, presided over by Justice Amina Algi, held that the appeal as filed by the appellant was filed out of time as a pre-election matter is time-bound. Recalling prior to Osun 2022 governorship election, different primaries produced Babayemi and Adeleke as the National Working Committee of the PDP, and the Independent National Electoral Commission recognized Adeleke as the authentic candidate of the party. At number 3, the Anambra State government has announced the ban on tricycle and shuttle bus unions in the state. It also sacked touts from major motor parks in the state. It said only government-accredited agents are entitled to now collect tolls at the parks. The directive was contained in a statement signed by the State Commissioner for Information, Paul Mwosu. This is following the unresolved disagreement between the state government and transport unions over the revenue collection system. Mwosu in the statement said security reports indicated that those masquerading under the names of such unions orchestrate breakdown of law and order in the state. The state government asked all the motor park touts to proceed to register in their various localities for government-sponsored training and life supporting skills. At number 4, the House of Representatives on Thursday concluded its meeting with stakeholders over the unresolved issues between the federal government and the academic staff union of universities, saying its recommendations would soon be presented to the President, Muhammadu Buhari. At the third of the series of the marathon meetings held in Abuja, the government side urged ASU to allow their accommodation under the Integrated Payroll and Personal Information System. However, ASU's side insisted on an independent and domesticated platform for university lecturers, challenging the National Information Technology Development Agency to prove that the University Transparency Accountability Solution recommended by it failed the integrity test. The Speaker of the House, Femi Gbajabiamila, also pleaded with ASU to accept whatever the House eventually recommends in good faith. At number 5, telecommunications operators in Nigeria have threatened to withdraw their service support to the banks as the unstructured supplementary service data debt rises to 80 billion naira. The Chairman Association of Licensed Telecommunications Operators of Nigeria, Benga Adebayo, disclosed this in Lagos while speaking with media at the NITRA ICT Growth Conference 2.0. Adebayo stated that the matter has remained unaddressed. The huge debts came as a result of deductions made by way of commission by the banks during banking transactions, but were never remitted to the telecom operators that own the infrastructure. Recall that the Nigerian Communications Commission last year said a meeting was convened to resolve the 42 billion naira USSD debt between the telecom operators and the banks in the country. That's all for now. See you next time on What's Happening.